Hello, this is Chad Middleton again, your vocational expert, doing another video about Chapter 31 VR&E services. All right, guys, Chapter 31 is not an education program. All right, let me say that again. Chapter 31 is not an education program. Chapter 31 is a employment program, as in the name, VR&E, which is vocational rehabilitation and employment. So, in order to become eligible for VR&E, you must have an impairment to employment. Okay? Not everyone is entitled to these benefits. You must have an impairment to employment. Just because you have a service connected disability also doesn't mean that you're automatically entitled to this program. A voc rehab counselor has to determine whether or not you meet requirements to enter into the Chapter 31 program. Okay. Again, this is not an educational benefit. With an educational benefit, you can pursue any type of educational degree, any certification, using your earned benefits. Chapter 31 is governed by VR&E division that determines who gets in and who doesn't. So you have to meet criteria to become entitled. I'm going to talk a little bit more later about entitlement. What does that mean? How many months do you get? But for the most part, I want to talk initially about your eligibility for voc rehab. Remember, your disabilities play a major role in what and how the VR&E program works for you. You may say, yeah, well, I know somebody who's pursuing a HVAC certification through voc rehab, so I want to do the same thing. Well, nope, you're not going to be able to do what somebody else is doing because somebody else's program is individualized for their circumstances. They may have a certain amount of entitlement remaining. They may not have the disabilities that you have, and certainly they may not have the counselor that you have. So VR&E is very specific, and who makes the determination is the counselor that you will be uh, coming to see to make that determination, whether it be virtually or whether it be in person. A counselor determines whether or not you are going to be approved for the services and also what program are you going to pursue. All right. Remember, VR&E is all about, I'm not, it's all about money, but they want to conserve as much money as possible when it comes to getting you to rehabilitated status. So even though you have a certain amount of entitlement uh, that goes towards your educational pursuit, you cannot just go to school until you use up the entitlement, right? You can't say, I want a 2 year degree, then I want a 4 year degree, then I want a master's degree. It's not an educational program. The goal of the program is to get you to suitable employment. What is suitable employment? Suitable employment is work that does not aggravate your disabilities. Okay? Work that does not aggravate your disability. So when we talked about a person that's pursuing HVAC certification, heating and air conditioning certification, that person probably does not have any physical limitations. Okay? They may have a 30% rating for PTSD or depression. Okay? HVAC is not going to be aggravated by depression. However, if you have a back condition, you have a shoulder condition, you have a bilateral knee condition, sciatica running down both legs, and you want to do HVAC, it's not something that's going to be approved through voc rehab. Okay. Also, if you have a mental health condition and you want to go to work, let's say as an emergency room nurse, it's not going to be approved through voc rehab because that is considered unsuitable employment. So even though you're eligible or entitled to benefits, you still may not be able to do certain types of training because remember, the program is centered around employment. Okay. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. So when you go to see the VR&E counselor, the counselor, first of all, must determine whether or not you're entitled to benefits. Well, I have a 70% rating. I know I'm entitled. No, you're not. For instance, you come in and you're already suitably employed, you're not entitled to voc rehab benefits. You come into your Chapter 31 eligibility appointment and you already have a bachelor's or a master's degree in a field that doesn't aggravate your disabilities, you will not be found entitled to services. Okay, so remember, you need to have specific circumstances in order for your voc rehab counselor to find you eligible and entitled to services. Okay, so our office, we provide consultations to assist you with understanding what voc rehab is all about. Voc rehab, these people are busy. It's a great program, but they won't sit down and talk to you about the rules, the regulations of what voc rehab is. So when you go in to talk to them, it's usually for an eligibility determination. What you don't want to do is find out about the rules when they determine that you're not eligible. All right. So if you'd like to have a consultation, talk about VR&E, I think it's a great program. It's an exceptional program. It's better to me than any of the educational programs because you have a counselor, you have someone that can help you navigate through some of the school BS that you have to deal with, declaring a major, dealing with fees and dealing with books and expenses. You have a counselor there that can help walk you through the education process. And education benefits is your benefits. You can pursue any degree that you want. You can go to school long as you have benefits, whether you fail in classes or passing them. You can use your benefits for whatever educational endeavor that you want. So I feel voc rehab is a better program because you have someone there to help you through the process and is a liaison between the school and between the veteran to help ensure your success. And most importantly, to help you with employment. Okay. The VR&E program is all about employment. So if you want to go to school, first of all, the degree that you choose must subsequently result in some type of work. Okay. If there are no jobs, it's very likely that your educational pursuit will not be funded by VR&E. Say, for instance, you say you want to be a music producer. Okay. There are jobs as music producers, I'm sure, somewhere. And if you get a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree in music production, you would be eligible for work in that particular field. However, if you cannot show your therapist or your counselor that there are an abundance of jobs, and these jobs also require this education that you are attempting to pursue, it will not be approved by VR&E. Okay. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like getting what you want, voc rehab can be a little bit overwhelming because I'm sure you know what you want to do. But if your disabilities have anything to do with it, and your therapist or your counselor has anything to do with it, it's likely that it may not be approved. So have a consultation, talk to someone like myself, and schedule a consultation with us to talk about how this program is going to benefit you. How are you going to approach VR&E to become eligible for these benefits? It is a great program. They pay you a subsistence allowance monthly for your rate of pursuit. They also pay for your books, supplies, any fees that you have, any equipment that can purchase a computer for you to help you with achieving your vocational goal. They answer questions about work. And most importantly, a lot of times voc rehab has an employment coordinator that's there that once you finish your degree, helps you find jobs in the field that you're interested in. And one thing I like about them is that a lot of times, many of the people that go through Chapter 31 voc rehab find good federal government jobs. Okay. You are primary. a primary candidate for federal government jobs upon completion of your degree, if you have a good employment coordinator and if your degree is in the field that that relates to jobs within the VA or the federal government. So consider getting a consultation. I've worked over 12 years as a VR&E counselor. A lot of what I know comes from voc rehab and from the VA. So before you waste your time, set up an appointment with the counselor and then get turned down because you done said something wrong. All right, you done gave some poor information, or you just did not know what all entitlement was going to be looked at, what all information was going to be looked at when they determined whether or not you was in or not. Have a consultation to talk about how do you present the best case to voc rehab so that you can be found eligible, okay, or entitled to the benefit. All right. The counselor determines who gets in and who does not. All right. You can always appeal, talk to the VR&E officer. But I would prefer that you convince the counselor that you have criteria necessary to become eligible. Okay. So if you're interested in getting a consultation, our office can schedule you a consultation with us so we can hear, or I can hear about your circumstances and tell you whether or not you have a good chance of getting into the VR&E program. All right. Help walk you through the process. I know the processes are changing often. They have a lot of paperwork. They got a lot of testing. What is the importance of the testing? I can share all of that with you. What is being said to you about your entitlement and how much time you have. All of that information can be shared in our consultation. So call us, set up a consultation, let my assistant know, say, hey, I saw a video on YouTube with Chad talking about VR&E or VR&E services and eligibility. I'd like to set up a consultation with him. She will send you a link, set up a consultation, and we can talk more about your eligibility for Chapter 31. Okay. Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for tuning in to our channel. I'm going to do more VR&E videos because a lot of people are being turned down or denied VR&E services, and they really don't understand why. They really don't understand what the program is all about. But my job is to try to help you, inform you, educate you so that you can present the best case available so that you can be eligible for these great benefits. All right. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Go ahead and schedule an appointment with us. Our phone number is 803-563-5087. Again, that number is 803-563-5087. Or email us at admin@vcandvc.com. All right. Email us at admin@vcandvc.com. Say to us that you would like to get a consultation for the VR&E program, Chapter 31, and we'll get you set up soon as possible so that you can talk to us about your upcoming evaluation or your eligibility for Chapter 31 program. Remember, I used to work with VA. I am not a VA expert, but I am a vocational expert, and I have a ton of experience working with Chapter 31 voc rehab program, and I'm an advocate for veterans, and I want to see you succeed through Chapter 31 and through the VA and life as a whole. So get in contact with us, set up a consultation, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. God bless you.